am starting this program today in the dark to shed light on a subject. And that subject is mainstream media has failed. That's Al Jazeera, CNN, and so on, because we, the activists, have basically shed light on mainstream media. And there are some people that have been hired by mainstream media to harass the activists. And I need your help tonight. But before I get into who the activists are and what can we do, I want to thank them. I want to thank everyone who has written a single letter of niceness about Syria in the last 6 years. Many of them used to be against Syria. And when we would tell them the truth and we would bring them the proofs and everything, they would switch sides and they would be on our side. I'm going to tell you about a guy named Bill, and I hope I'm not messing your name, Bill Porcaitsa. Bill Porcaitsa is a Kashmir dentist who has drawn a drawing almost for the past 6 years, who has wasted more time online trying to learn about Syria and broadcast Syria. He gets nothing from that. None of us get anything from that. Just the pleasure of seeing the truth and seeing a simple people win. I'm going to tell you about a doctor, a professor. I'm going to tell you about a girl, a reporter in England. I'm going to tell you about Vanessa Beeley. Thank you, Vanessa. You don't know me, but I follow you online. I'm going to tell you about Ava. Ava, I don't want to tell you where she is, but my heart's with you, girl. Thank you very much. I'm going to tell you about a professor, Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson made a life for himself telling stories about Syria. And then, now I'm going to tell you about somebody really special. By the way, I'm a Syrian American, and I'm very thankful for all these people for telling our story. And mainstream media has failed. And because it has failed, they're attacking these people to try to make them basically stop coming to Syria and telling the story. But this hit home when last night a girl named Vanoush, it rhymes with the word Jahoush, okay, which in Arabic means donkey. Vanoush grabs a link and it's just slamming this lady named Janice Hortekamp. Now, this hit home because Janice had called me or wrote me and then called me telephone calls, and I encouraged her to go to Syria. You see, my job in the United States is I learned public relations. And PR and advertising says you got to get non-Syrians to go tell the Syrian story. You see, in 1995, I took a congressman to Lebanon and helped lift the travel ban on that country. And the way we did so was because he was an American. His name was Congressman Hoke, happened to be a personal friend. And there was a travel ban on Lebanon for 15 years, 15. And from 19 whatever till 1990, there was a war, and then after the war, the ban remained in place. And they asked me to take this congressman, and we took him there. And boy, within 4 months, we lifted the ban. For 15 years, it's been in place. So I knew this would work. We begged a lot of these people to go home to Syria. We have a bunch of knuckleheads. We don't know whether they're Syrians or just social media posters that are attacking these people, calling them Zionists, calling them this and that. Well, first of all, I'm only going to take one person. I want to thank every person who has written, and I know I have a lot of my friends. I didn't mention Simone. Thank you very much. Brahim Ali, thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you. But tonight, I'm going to talk about Janice Hortekamp. I'm going to stand for her because I was the one who told her if she goes to Syria, she will run into really nice people. And she ran into really nice people, and they treated her really well when she landed in Kuwait, and they helped her get a visa to enter the country. And in the country, they were very nice to her too. And to this day, she speaks very highly of them and of their son. Their son couldn't speak Arabic very good, and he would utter English at all the checkpoints. The country's in a war, and I think there was issues there. But other than that, she has nothing but nice to say about the guy. Well, there's a group and we believe they're hired by mainstream media to defame these people. And to those group, I'm going to talk in a minute. And for all of the people listening to my channel, I would like you to write names of mean people, and I would like you to write names of good people. And right next to them, this guy did good, said good about Syria. And by the way, I don't really care where are you from, what do you do. If you go to Syria and you write nice things about Syria, thank you. I don't care if you're a Zionist, I don't care if you're a non-Zionist, I don't care if you're Syrian, I don't care what nationality you are. We need more of you to go to Syria. By the way, the people there, I don't need to tell you, the activists come home with so much love, they want to go back. If you read some of the stuff that Janice writes, you'd be stunned. So tonight, to Vanush, I'm only going to name you, but in my opinion, you all should be treated as well as the attackers got treated this morning at the parliament. So let me see if I could show you what happened to them. Can you see the guy in the middle? So Vanush, whoever the hell you are, I think that's what should happen to you. Okay? Why? Because, well, in my opinion, let's see, can you read this? I don't know if this is backward or not. Well, let me get the one that's not backward. Okay, I think this one is backward. Let's see. Okay. So, I believe, in my opinion, you're committing a RICO, which is interference with commerce. Okay? Go look it up. It's called Hobbs Act of 1951. That's how it shut down a Saudi when he came in. He goes, you say bad things about Saudi Arabia, I'm going to shut you down cold. I got news for you, Vanush, and I'm not going to name all the other ones, but I am going to share this video on your personal profile, and I'm going to give you a stern warning. I am attempting to become the ambassador to Syria. And if I do, I plan to request that the Hobbs Act of 1951 be implemented and that your activity be construed as interfering with commerce in the RICO section. I believe, in my opinion, it applies. And if it does apply, I believe it carries 20 years of jail. I'm actually going to ask that they upgrade it to an execution. Anyone that turns off a foreigner from coming to Syria deserves to be executed. If he's a spy, our government knows how to find it, both here in America and back in Syria. By the way, this is all in my opinion, but I'm reasonably well educated on the matter, so I'm hoping my opinion matters just a little bit. So would you please write the name of an activist who is doing a great job for Syria? Would you also write the name of what I'm going to start calling the jerks underneath me so we can address them one by one, right next to the person's name if it's a jerk or if it's an activist. That's it. Thank you very much. By the way, just a sidebar, thank you to all the activists who are putting up with this. I love you. I'm Syrian. As you well know, if you've been to Syria, they all feel like me. Okay? And people who are like Vanush should be evicted from Syria. And nice, beautiful people like yourself are going to be filling Syria. By the way, when I do go to Syria, I plan to invite all of you to come live with us. So these people are going to be your neighbors, Vanush. And we're going to find what village you're from, and we're going to find what IP address you were posting from, and we're going to hopefully apply the Hobbs Act of 1951. Google it. It should make you shiver, because the Saudi jerk disappeared right after I told him that. That law applies in every country, by the way. It's called an act, Anti-Corruption Act. And what you're doing is a corruption to interfere with the very people that are trying to bring the true story out of Syria. And it is to you, Tim Anderson, to you, Vanessa Beeley, to you, Janice Hortkamp, to you, Bill Porcastella, and Kashmir. I love the guy, but I can't say his name. And to you, every single activist who has quoted a gentle comment about our country, thank you. And to you, Ava, wherever you are, I know where you are, thank you very much. Please share this, write names in this, share it on the faces of jerks when you see a post, and say thank you. Sidebar, Qatar, Iran, what's going to happen? I believe Qatar switched sides. Qatar backs al-Nusra. Soon we're going to see al-Nusra